Good morning, students. Welcome back to online class. I am very happy to meet you in this session through online class. Students, are you fine? I hope you all are fine by the grace of God. Stay safe in your home and learn well. Okay. Okay, students. Now we are learning geography part. Is it? Social science, four branches are there. From four branches, now we are learning geography part. Is it? I am teaching geography part. From geography part, in the previous class we discussed about geography lesson 1, lithosphere 1, endogenetic processes. Is it? Students, in the beginning of this class, we can recollect few important points about previous class portion. Okay. Students, previous class, which are the topic we discussed? We discussed about spheres of the earth and structure of the earth. Is it? What are the spheres of the earth? Have you remember, students? Very good. Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Is it? The earth is composed of four spheres. They are lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Is it? Then the four spheres are divided into two. Is it? The four spheres are classified into two. What are they? Have you remember, students? Very good. Abiotic spheres and biotic spheres. Is it? Abiotic spheres and biotic spheres. Okay. What are abiotic spheres? Lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere are abiotic spheres. Is it? Then what are biotic sphere? Biotic sphere is the biosphere. Is it? Then finally we learned about the structure of the earth. Is it? Students, the structure of the interior earth is divided into three layers. Is it? What are the three layers? Have you remember? Very good. The crust, the mantle and the core. Is it? And also we discussed each layers. The first one is crust. Crust is the outer layer of the earth. Is it? Then secondly, the second layer is mantle. Is it? Mantle is the interior part of the crust. Is it? Then the third layer is the core. Is it? The core is the innermost and hottest layer of the earth. Is it? This all explanation we discussed in the previous class, and also I gave some homeworks and some book back questions I gave. I hope you done all the homeworks and you learnt all the question answers. Those who did not learn and do the homeworks, day-to-day portion you have to do. Okay, students. Okay, now let us come forward to today's class. Okay, today we are going to learn about rocks. Okay, in the previous class we learned about the structure of the earth and spheres of the earth. Today's class we are going to learn about rocks. Okay, students, listen here. Rock is a natural substance composed of solid crystal of different minerals that have been fused together in a solid. Listen very careful. A rock is a natural substance that is composed of solid crystal of different minerals that have been fused together. Fused means blend together. Okay, blend together into a solid. Okay, now listen. The and crust is a storehouse of rocks. Okay, a crust is the storehouse of rocks. Storehouse means a large supply of something. Okay, crust is a storehouse of rocks, and aggregate minerals of the earth crust is called rock. Okay, listen very careful, students. An aggregate of minerals on the earth crust is called rock. Aggregate means a whole formed by combining several separate elements. What is meant by aggregate? Aggregate means a whole formed by combining several separate elements. Okay, rock is a hard substance like granite and soft as clay or loose as sand. Okay, rock is a hard substance like granite, and it is a soft substance also like clay, and it is a loose substance like sand. Okay, from rocks, first of all, we are going to learn about the types of rocks. Okay. Listen very careful, students. From rocks, first of all, we are going to learn about the types of rocks. Okay, listen here. There are three types of rocks. Okay, the rocks are classified into three. They are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Listen very careful, students. There are three types of rocks. They are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Okay. The ancient city of Petra in Jordan is an example of the city carved out of rocks. That means one of the ancient city, it is Petra. That Petra ancient city is in Jordan. It is one of the best example of carved out of rocks. Carved out of rocks means architecture out of rocks. Okay, and also there are many specimens of magnificent rock cut architecture in India. For example, Ajanta and Ellora caves in Maharashtra, Aihole and Badami temples in Karnataka, Konark temple in Odisha, and Mamallapuram in Tamil Nadu. Listen very careful, students. One of the ancient city of Petra, it is in Jordan. It is one of the best example of carved out of rocks. Okay, and also many specimens of magnificent rock cut architecture in India. For example, Ajanta and Ellora caves in Maharashtra. That is one of the architecture out of rocks. Okay, then Aihole and Badami temples of Karnataka. Konark temple in Odisha and Mamallapuram in Tamil Nadu. These are the examples of the architecture of out of rocks. Okay. Then now we are going to learn about each types one by one. Okay, now we learned the types of rocks, is it? Now we are going to learn about each types one by one. The first one is igneous rocks. Okay, the first type of rock is igneous rock. Just you see this picture. This is the images of igneous rocks. Okay, this is the image of igneous rock. Okay, okay, students, listen very careful. The word igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, that means fire. The word igneous is derived from which word? Latin word. Okay, that means fire. Okay, the interior of the earth contains very hot molten material that is called magma. In the previous class, we learned about magma. Is it? What is magma? The lower part of the mantle, the rocks are in molten form. Is it? That particular molten rock inside the earth is called magma. Okay, when this magma reaches the earth surface, it is referred as lava. Okay, when the interior rocks loses, that is called magma. That means the molten rocks are called magma. When that particular magma reaches the earth surface, that time that is referred as lava. The lava on the surface cools down and gets solidified as rocks. Okay, when lava is reaches in the earth surface, that after that particular lava is cools down and it gets solidified as rocks, that particular rocks is called igneous rocks. Okay, how igneous rocks is formed? Magma. Okay, the interior part of the earth, the liquid form of rocks are there. That means the molten form of rocks are there. That is called magma. When that particular magma reaches the earth surface, it is referred to lava. That lava on the earth surface is cooled down and that later it gets solidified as rocks. That rocks is called igneous rocks. Okay. For example, granite and basalt. Granite, a type of rocks. Basalt, a type of rocks. Okay. These are the examples of these igneous rocks. Okay. Then, this igneous rocks is also called primary and mother rocks. Igneous rocks have other names also, that is primary rocks and mother rocks. Why igneous rocks gets primary rocks and mother rocks name? because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. Okay, that means from igneous rocks only all other rocks were formed. Okay, the igneous rocks is also called primary and mother rocks because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from the igneous rocks. Okay. Then the second type is the sedimentary rocks. Second type is the sedimentary rocks. Okay. Just you see this picture. This is the image of sedimentary rocks. Okay. This is the image of sedimentary rocks. Okay. Okay, students. Listen here. The sedimentary rocks are derived from the word Latin sediment. Okay, sedimentary. The word sedimentary is derived from the Latin word sediment. Sediment means settle. Sediment means settle. Okay, the rivers, glaciers, winds, and some other water bodies carry bits of rocks and soil, and that particular bits and soils were deposit them in layers after a few million years. That means few millions after the deposits, that means the deposits of bits of rocks and soils into compact rocks, and that particular rock is called sedimentary rocks. Okay, listen students, I will repeat. Some of the water bodies like rivers, glaciers, and winds carry some of the bits of rocks and soil. That particular bits of rocks and soil were deposit them in layers few million years after these deposits were become the rocks. That particular rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Okay. Then the bodies of plants and animals that fall on a deposit get embedded in the layers and form fossils. The bodies of plants and animals, the plants and decayed plants and animals were deposits and get it embedded, that means attached in the layers, and it form the fossils. What are the examples of these rocks means sandstone, limestone, chalk, gypsum, coal, and conglomerate. Okay, these are the best examples of the sedimentary rocks. Okay, then the third one is the metamorphic rocks. The third types of rock is metamorphic rocks. Okay, just you see this picture. This is the image of metamorphic rocks. Can you see the image, students? This picture is the image of metamorphic rocks. Okay. Listen here. The term metamorphic is derived from the word metamorphosis. The metamorphic word is derived from the word metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, that means change of form. Metamorphic means change of form. Okay, listen here. When igneous or sedimentary rocks are subjected to extreme heat and pressure, they undergo a complete change into their form and character. Okay, when igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to extreme heat and pressure, that means the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks get heat and pressure, they undergo a complete change into their form and character. When igneous and sedimentary rocks get heat and pressure, that time that particular rocks get some of the changes. That means their form and character changes became the form and character. In course of time, granite may get transferred to gneiss. Okay, because of getting heat and pressure of igneous and metamorphic rocks, their changes were happened in this particular rocks. That means that time the granite means the example of igneous rocks, is it? Granite get transport to gneiss. Gneiss means a type of rocks. Okay, then basalt also a type of rocks. Because of heat and pressure, the rock of basalt to change into schist, and because of heat and pressure, sometimes the limestone become transformed to marble, and the sandstone are become to quartzite. Okay, these are the changes where happened. That means because of some of the changes in their heat and pressure, the igneous and sedimentary rocks become the metamorphic rocks. Okay. Then the last one is the rock cycle. Okay, rock cycle. Just you see this picture, students. This is the image of rock cycle. Okay, this is the image of rock cycle. Now listen here. The rock cycle is a continuous process. Okay, now listen very careful, students. Now we are learning about rock cycle. Okay, rock cycle. Rock cycle is a concept used to explain how the three basic rocks types are related and how the earth processes our geologic time change a rock from the one type to another type. Okay, that means the rock cycle is a continuous process through which igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks are transformed from one to another. Okay, rock cycle is a continuous process. Okay, the igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rocks are transformed to one rock to other rock. That only called rock cycle. Okay, can you understand, students? The remaining topic we will discuss in the next class. Now we will recollect. Okay, recall the points. Okay. Students, now we discussed about rocks. Is it? Rocks, the crust is a seashore of rocks. An aggregate of minerals on the earth crust is called rock. An aggregate of minerals on the earth crust is called rock. What is meant by aggregate? Aggregate means a whole formed by combining several separate elements. Is it? Then from here we learned about the different types of rocks. Is it, students? What are the different types of rocks? Very good. There are three different types of rocks. They are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Is it? From here first we learned about next we learned about some of the examples of outcut rocks. That means out of rocks, architecture out of rocks. Is it? For example, one of the ancient city is example for curved out of rocks. Is it? Which city, students? The city of Petra. Is it? Where is it? That is in Jordan. That is one of the best example city carved out of rocks. Is it? And also some other examples also we learned. Is it? In Maharashtra, which architecture we learned? Ajanta and Ellora caves. Is it? Then next in Karnataka, some of the examples we learned. Is it? What are they? Very good. Aihole and Badami temples. Is it? Then in Odisha, Konark temples. Then in Tamil Nadu, Mamallapuram. Is it? Mamallapuram is one of the best examples of carved out of rocks. Okay. Then we learned about one by one the types of rocks. The first we learned igneous rocks. Is it? The igneous rocks is derived from the word igneous. What is the meaning of igneous? Very good. Fire. Igneous means fire. Okay. Then how igneous rocks are formed? When the magma reaches the earth's surface, it referred to lava. That lava cools down and later it gets solidified as rocks. That is called igneous rocks. Is it, students? What are the other name of igneous rocks? Excellent. Primary or mother rocks. The other name of igneous rocks are primary or mother rocks. Is it? Why igneous rocks is get primary or mother rocks? All the other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from igneous rocks. Is it? So the igneous rocks is also called primary or mother rocks. Okay. Then which is the second type of rocks? Very good. Sedimentary rocks. So the second type of rocks is sedimentary rocks. Okay. What is the meaning of sediment? Very good. Sediment means settle. Sediment means settle. Then how the sedimentary rocks are formed? Some of the water bodies like rivers, glaciers, winds, etc. carry some of the bits of rocks and soil and later it deposit them in the layers After millions of years, these deposited layers were become into rocks. That particular rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Okay. Then next we learned about the third type of rocks. Is it? Next we learned about the third type of rocks. Which is the third type of rocks? Very good. Metamorphic rocks. Is it? The third type of rocks is metamorphic rocks. What is the word metamorphic mean? Very good. Change of form. Metamorphic means change of form. How metamorphic rocks are formed? Very good. The igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are sometimes get heat and pressure. That time some of the changes will happen in their form and character. That likewise the metamorphic rocks are formed. Okay, for example, granite are become gneiss, basalt are become schist, limestone are become marble, sandstone are become quartzite. Okay, then finally we learned about rock cycle. Is it rock cycle? Rock cycle is a continuous process through which igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks that is transferred from one form to another. What is rock cycle? The rock cycle is a continuous process through which igneous and sedimentary and metamorphic rocks are transformed from one form to another. That is called rock cycle. Okay, these are the things we discussed in this class, students. Okay, any doubt from here, any doubt from the in the Zoom class, you have to ask. Okay, students. Now, book exercise you take. You have to take page number 166. Okay, page number 166, Roman number 5. Give reason. Give reason. Igneous rocks are also called primary rocks or mother rocks. Question is, igneous rocks are also called primary rocks or mother rocks. Okay, answer you have to refer the guide. Okay, students, for social science you have to buy Surah guide. Already I informed you. Those who did not buy, you have to buy the Surah guide. Otherwise you cannot buy the Surah guide, means from net you have download that Surah guide and take the notes. Okay, just this one question I will give notes, because some students did not buy the guide, so I am going to give notes. Igneous rocks are also called primary rocks or mother rocks. Answer is, igneous rocks are called, answer you have to write. Okay, igneous rocks are called primary or mother rocks. Igneous rocks are called primary or mother rocks because all other rocks are because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. Igneous rocks and primary igneous rocks are called primary or mother rocks because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. Okay. Okay, students, the remaining question answers and all I will give from Zoom class. So, any doubt you have to ask the Zoom class. Okay, students, the continuation of this lesson I will teach the next class. Thank you, students.